All right, so good morning. Got my coffee here. I'm ready to do a reading for you guys. The overall energy after I did a good shuffle is the Lovers. And the message that's coming off of this for me today is, well, yeah, it is about, two soulmates coming together. But also I feel like there's a joining together of like seeing eye to eye. So perhaps you've been in a position with someone where, like in a relationship with somebody where you've haven't seen eye to eye. And it's fueled by the, oh look, the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups also. So yeah, this feels like a pretty powerful connection, but there has been some coldness in the connection, like some distance, some intellectualizing of feelings instead of actual feeling the feelings. And when we tend to intellectualize our feelings, we're not actually allowing our body to feel the feelings, and so they kind of get stuck in our body. So that's kind of what we're talking about today, I guess, is perhaps there's been an argument or a disagreement. It doesn't feel like an argument, though. It feels more like a misunderstanding. There's been a misunderstanding. All right. So let's dive into that a little bit. Let's give this a good shuffle and get started on our story for today. Starting with, looks like a couple or two people who love each other that are misunderstanding one another or had a misunderstanding. All right. We start with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this feels like there were reactions instead of responses in your dynamic, where it was just like an impulsive reaction to perhaps something that they had said or done, and somebody just reacted. I feel like this is to help the viewer understand the other party involved here in this connection. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so it feels like you're dealing with somebody who's afraid of opening up. They're kind of, they're not really sharing a lot of emotions with you about how they feel. And perhaps you reacted to that also. But their reaction looks like was to shut down. And maybe you took that as, they don't care about me or they don't love me. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Also, how's everybody feeling after the Pluto has officially moved into Aquarius? I know yesterday was a pretty deep dive for me into my psyche and my emotions. A lot of deeply rooted things were coming up to be seen, which I think is very Plutonian energy, the underworld, the underbelly. Which also, if you are dealing with somebody who has shut down emotionally, perhaps they're not communicating with you right now, please know that they are also being shown things that have been deeply rooted. I mean, I think that we all kind of are at this time in one way or another. But I do feel that, well, let me get another card. I do feel like they're kind of looking at the reaction that they had and kind of going within and seeing if they can't figure out what that was about. Is that it? Is there nothing else to this story? And it's followed by the Judgment card. This is, this feels like freedom from the ego. Feels like being set free. It feels like connecting to the part of you that is free. And this is also like a release and surrender of old energies. I'm kind of feeling like this woman in the card is like a ghost. So it's like old energies that have been haunting us. This applies to your person as well, since that's officially who we're talking about. But old energies that have been kind of haunting us. And, you know, just like a ghost, you can't really see it. You don't really know it's there, but you get the feeling, and you know, your hair on your body stands up, and you feel that there's an energy present, but you just can't see it, and you have reactions based on that. And that's kind of what's been happening here, is there's reactions based on old things that we know are there, but we're not 100% aware of them. Like they're just kind of playing out, and we're just watching them being played out. But now we have the opportunity to become aware of those and release those energies within us. Let's keep going with this story. Give me one more card, and then I want to talk more about this Knight of Wands energy. The Five of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like your person is looking at, they're really focused on what went wrong in a situation. Take that how it might resonate for you. Maybe they've recently got out of an old relationship, or they're thinking about past relationships and where they went wrong, how they failed. There's kind of a lot of like defeated. I feel like they feel really defeated, as if they don't have the power to make changes to their life because they're not really sure where it went wrong to begin with. But there's a lot of focus on that. All right, let's talk about this Knight of Wands. Give me some more information on this Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? I feel like I need a different way of shuffling because this just takes too long. But I kind of like the cards to pop out, you know? And then I feel like it's meant to be a part of the reading. Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like their reaction was to just walk away, shut down, walk away, leave it. You know, I'm being drawn to this cup here in the Eight of Cups. Oops, we can't really see it. Looks very similar to this cup that she's not even looking at in the Five of Cups. And it's like, I feel like they may have, because of this misunderstanding or because of the reactions that were had, that they are like walking away from it thinking, this isn't it for me. This isn't it. But ultimately, those again are their ghosts that are being played out. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Like, are they going to open up? Are they looking at their patterns? I mean, I kind of get the sense that they are. But this whole, like, this idea of walking away from this connection is something that they're considering, or they did consider. But it doesn't seem like that's really what they're going to do. But it has crossed their mind, it feels like. Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like they're tired of keeping their defenses up. I feel like they're tired of keeping walls up, of not opening up. They're just tired. I feel really tired energy coming from that card. It's almost like, I mean, I'm getting the vision of like being right at the finish line and you just can't see it, and then they just give up right before they cross the finish line. What is that about? What is this finish line we're talking about? You know, and it may be because this connection that you guys have, and being with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, it is like, you know, it's different than anything they've experienced, probably different than anything you've experienced, and it's calling for them to make great change. And sometimes when we're asked to make great change, it's a releasing of a lot of things that we were doing before, the way that we were living our life. And, you know, it's very human nature to feel like you can't do that. Like, you just can't keep going. Like, what else can you take from me? And as much as they have intended for this change, like consciously ask for change in their life, they are feeling like they can't keep going. And it's like, you're just right there. You're just right there. Like, step over the little fence. That's all you have to do. Like, the hard part's over. You've come all the way across the desert. But I feel like it's kind of being driven by, oh, I was wrong. That's not it. This isn't it. I feel like it's being motivated by this energy here of saying, no, that's not what it is. And that's because they don't want to open up. They're scared to open up. And I feel like these cards are saying it doesn't matter. With the Judgment card, it's kind of like, so, you know, it doesn't matter if you're scared. You have to do it anyway. It has to be done. Is what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like you have to finish. You have to make this change. And you have to open up. Tell me more about these cards here. Let's see, what are we talking about here? Oh, let's just see what wants to come out. Maybe about the Judgment card. When I first opened this deck this morning, it was like cards were popping. And now, yeah, I feel like even the deck is kind of like embodying this energy of like, I don't want to open up. I don't want to talk about it. And it's like, your energy is being asked to like, you're being asked to be patient, and keep going. Like, just like how I keep shuffling this deck because I know there's something that needs to be said. I know it wants to talk. There's a message here, and I just have to keep shuffling no matter how long it takes. And we get the Ace of Wands. But you're being asked to do that, kind of embody that same energy of like, it's okay that you're scared to talk, or that you want to hold on to your emotions, or you maybe can't articulate your emotions. You know, I feel like they may not be able to articulate their emotions. And be patient. Be patient. And they will. You know, don't have your own reaction of like, well, they aren't opening up. It's because they don't care about me, you know. Understand that that is just a reaction that you're having, not a response to an actual event that is occurring. And we get the Ace of Wands to clarify the Judgment. Yeah, so there's this clarity that's coming in of what's happening, of how important this connection is to them, to you. They're understanding how passionate they feel about it. You know, I feel like there's a lot of going within and tuning into their intuition to help guide them. Because every single card is like the person's got their eyes closed. It's almost like they're trying to shut out all of the distractions so that they can make an informed decision. And we have the Five of Pentacles that's wanting to come out. Yeah, they're feeling like, this Five of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. It's like they feel like, it's almost like there's an unworthiness, you know, like they understand that what they want, excuse me, they understand that what they want is behind this door. And the Five of Pentacles, the key's there. They know the key's there. Just like she knows that this cup of fulfillment is behind her. And she's too concerned about the ones that are broken, the ones that are empty. And she's feeling unworthy that, yeah, the key's there. And yeah, the prize, the thing that I want is behind this door. But I'm not going to open it. I'm going to sit here and sulk. At the same time, I feel like, you know, this is an important phase of their journey because this is allowing them, so these energies are coming up to be seen, that they have feelings of feeling like a failure, shame that they're dealing with. This is the kind of things that cause people to shut down and not talk about their emotions because they feel like they're failing. And so when they shut down, it just kind of like, it's just better if I don't say anything at all because I can't say anything right. Can't do anything right. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to say anything. It's better if I just walk away. And then with the Five of Pentacles, we have this unworthiness issue of this change that they've intended for. They don't even feel worthy of it. And let's get a closing card or two. We get the Eight of Wands. You know, this is fast forward movement out of this energy. So, yeah, this feels like this was pretty recent past or something that's going to be affecting you in the very near future. But please understand that these energies, they're moving through these pretty quickly. Like this isn't something that they're staying in for very long. I feel like with Ace of Wands here also, it's talking about fast movement. So it's not, we're not just sitting here in this energy for months on end, you know, like they're kind of moving through these energies really quickly. And we get to the Judgment card and there's this it is a universal surrendering of old energies that just happen. It's not necessarily something that they have to do or any, because they've intended for this change, that part of it is taken care of energetically. So they don't have to do anything about it. It's just kind of like, they just have to kind of go through it. They have to be seen, and then it needs to just move on. They just move on forward through that. Is there anything else that wants to come out? About at the 20-minute mark, I'm out of here. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to be talked about here. I am feeling called to let you know, like, just take heart in your connection. Have faith in that. If you're not talking to this person right now, you know, don't get in your own head and don't have your own reactions about, oh, I'm not cared about, or this person doesn't love me. They have their own things that they're going through, like the rest of us, you know. We all have lives that we're living. And it doesn't mean that just because we can't show up 100% for somebody that we don't care about them. especially, you know, in this, if this is kind of a beginning. And we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, so they're learning. There's some learning going on, some new ideas that they're having about their inner world. So just be patient, like I said before, and just know that they're going through their process. It's happening, and you keep the faith in your connection. All right, that's it for me.